Hi, this is JP from everytip.co.uk, and today I'm going to do a review of informracing.com. Informracing.com has uniquely calculated speed figures giving you the winning edge. They have at-a-glance race stats and form where you can read any race in seconds, and they have a 50% plus strike rate from the top 3 speed rated horses. Now, this is the homepage here, and you can see here there's some feedback from customers. Let's see, the user friendliness of the cards and info tables is comfortably the best on the market. That's from Roberts. Here's one from Chris. I've followed horse racing for some time. I've used various site subscriptions to help me in selecting bets, and I have no hesitation in saying I consider yours to be the best I've used, Chris. And here's another one. I really like the rating zine. I don't know what I'd do without them. Absolutely massive time saver with so much info available. Anyone who discontinues their subscription must be mad. That's from Mark. And let's do one more. You've made racing very easy for me, and that's from Bill. Fair play to you, Bill. That's a great testimonial. So you subscribe using this button here. Once you've subscribed, you then are sent a password where you can click on the member login, and then you will come to, once you click that and sign in, you'll come to a page like this, which is the meetings homepage. Just to let you know, I've been using Inform Racing for the last 5 months now, and they're without doubt the best ratings that I've ever purchased, and I have used quite a few. So let's just look at the race cards down here. So you've got yesterday's race cards here, you've got today's race cards, and then at 7 p.m. every evening you'll have tomorrow's race cards, which is very handy for anyone who's working during the daytime and wants to do their analysis the night before. So for example, we'll look at Brighton today. And here are the race cards. Now I use these race cards mainly for all age handicaps because that's what I like to specialize in. And let's say we'll look at the 4 o'clock race in Brighton today. Now here we've got all the data that you could find in the Racing Post. You've got even here you have the track conditions, which is very handy to know. So Brighton is left-handed sharp and undulating. It's for 7 runners, it's 1 mile 4, it's a class 5 race, and it's for 3-year-old plus. Now we'll start from left to right and explaining what is in these race cards, so that when you do subscribe you'll have a good idea where to start. So here on the left we've got the number of the horse, then we have the draw number, and then we've got the draw percentage, that's the amount of times the winner has come from that draw position. Then we have the run style, which is really good to know for flat racing. And now let's explain this quickly. There's 4 different run styles. There's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Run style 1 is for front runners, run style 2 is for prominent racing horses, and a run style 3 is for mid-division horses, and a run style 4 is for hold-up horses. This is very useful for in UK racing, and when you combine these with draw stats they can be very powerful. Certain tracks like let's say Chester or Windsor, who have a very sharp track bias, you should always consider backing horses who have a run style of 1 or 2, because the majority of winners will come from there, and there's a massive advantage. So that's run style explained. Now, before I look at these pop-up boxes here, I just want to explain these ratings here. So this is the master speed rating. As stated earlier, 50% of winners will come from the top 3 master speed rated horses in the last 12 months. So these master speed ratings are the fastest speed figure posted in 12 months by the horse. You can see there's pop-up boxes here which show where he posted that high speed figure. And LTO is the last time out, so you see the last 3 runs and where the horse has posted those figures. The average is the average of the last 3 runs, and the master plus average is the master rating plus the average rating to give you another rating here. The course rating is the fastest speed rating the horse has posted on that course if they have run there, and the distance speed rating is the fastest speed rating they've posted running at this distance if they've run that distance. The VDW ratings have got to do with prize money, and to be honest I don't really use these myself, but I'm sure if you want to look into these you can read the user notes that Ian provides which explains this, and you can maybe find a system or a method that you can base around this. But today I'll just show you what I use the most and hopefully give you a good start when you subscribe to Inform Racing. So what I use the most really is the master speed rating and the pop-up boxes here. So we'll look at the second pop-up box first, because that has to do with the historical data of the horse. And you can see here it tells you how the horse has performed on the going, in the class of race, at the distance, and also has data like the win percentage when there's a certain number of horses in the field. So we see here that the Holy Man has a 29% strike rate when running in a field of 7 runners or less. Now this is very good information to know, and very hard to find this by looking at the Racing Post. It is done for you here, and you can know in a matter of seconds. You'll also see if a horse prefers to run in certain times of the year. Again, some horses are either trained to perform a certain time of the year, or they just naturally like to run in that time of the year, and it's just some extra information that you should know before you place a bet. And at the very bottom you can see where the horses won before and what type of track it was. So we'll see here that the Holy Man has won in Brighton before, which is a sharp and undulating track, and has also won in Lingfield All-Weather, which is a left-handed flat track. The majority of the betting public does not look at this information, so again you've got an advantage here by knowing this information. So then if we just slide across to the left here, and we see another pop-up box, and this details the information on today's race, and we see the following. We see trainer information, how many times the trainers won the track, how many times he won the last 14 days, and how many or when did he last win. And then we see data on the jockey for today, and what his record is like at the track, and what his record is like on the horse. Again, another good indicator when about to place a bet. And then if we go further down, we see the career win of the horse. We see the win place percentage. We see how often he's won on the course and at the distance, and his highest ever speed rating that was as published by Inform Racing. Now, one important thing I look at is the day since last run, which is 10 days. This shows if the horse is fit enough to win today. And we do this by comparing with the days off the win record. And we see that the Holy Man has won 87 days off the track, 34 days off the track, 43 days off the track, 39 days off the track, and even 0 days off the track. So that is quite extraordinary. And so that proves that he is fit enough to win a race today, in my opinion. And then we move over to the left, and we see that the official rating for today is 70, and that's a drop of 4 from his previous race. His last one was a mark of 70, that bears well for today. His highest winning official rating was 72, and then we also see his last 5 official ratings, and it works from right to left. So in his last race he raced off 74, and we see his finishing positions in brackets next to it, so he came 8th there. In his second last race he raced off 74 and he came 7th. Just below that we see if a horse prefers to run left or right-handed. We see here the Holy Man has won 5 from 18 going left-handed, and 0 from 6 going right-handed. To be honest, this is more important for jump racing, but not as important for flat racing. But still, sometimes the stats are just too hard to ignore. And at the bottom we see his run style from all his previous races. Okay, so you can see all the stats for all the horses in the race, but now I'm going to show you these extra options down here which I use a lot. And one I use is advanced search. I use this especially for big field handicaps where you just want to get a contender list. So what it does here is that you can plug in today's conditions. So in Brighton today it is good to firm, and so you can just analyze by good to firm here and press go, and you see there's only 3 horses that actually have won on good to firm. You can also, let's say you want to highlight, so you can highlight good to firm. So you can press Control and then just click on both options and then press go, and there is the result. Now this is very handy to know. But also other stuff, let's say you want to plug in good to firm and today's distance. Then we press go, and we see that the Cornish Cowboy is the only horse that has won on today's conditions and at today's distance. Now imagine for like a 20 field handicap, being able to find out which horses have a higher impact value, really. So you can just you can rule out half the field straight away just by using this. If there's interest, I can show you a method I use to find winners in big field handicaps using this advanced search here. But today is just an overview, so I'm just going to go back now to the racing card. I also use the class pairs every day. This is just another way to analyze the class of a race. This is a class 5 race today, as we see in here in the brackets. So we're going to click on the class pairs, and we see that the average winning speed figure for a class 5 all age handicap is 76. And then we see that the highest ever posting was 85. But I like to analyze the race with the 76 figure in mind. So if we look at the race today, we can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horses which have 5 out of 7 which posted a speed figure in the last 12 months which is equal to or greater than the average winning class speed figure. So this is good to know. And as you can see here, the Cornish Cowboy is miles ahead here on 80. And next we want to look at the in-depth form tables. This is a way to read the form of race at a glance. So you just click this. Some people would prefer to use this instead of using the pop-up boxes here. So as you can see, you can quickly glance here at all the horses today, and like we analysed the Cornish Cowboy, he's got a really high master speed figure, and we see that he's won at the distance now from 36 times. He's won 10 for 43 in a 5 to 9 runner race. He has won and good to firm. Today's going is good to firm, so he's well able for the going. And then down here we can see the run style of all the horses for the last 10 runs, and you can get the average of the last 3, the average of the last 10. There's a total figure that some people use for systems. Then you see the run style he's run the most, and then you've got the draw data here as well. And then at the bottom here you've got the last 10 ratings for the official ratings. And again, you can use this to look back further than the 5 races you get from the pop-up boxes, so you can see the last 10. And there's also then the race class tables using the prize money. Again, this is kind of related to the VDW ratings. Excuse me there. I don't use that, but I definitely use the top 3 boxes here a lot. And finally then at the bottom you can see the last 20 winners run style, and you can see in this race, this distance in Brighton, that the majority of winners are actually hold-up horses, which is kind of strange, but there is a funny track bias in Brighton which might explain this. And so that is a quick overview of inform racing. If you like the look of it, and I think you will once you just get used to it, and I hope by this video that you have a good idea of where to start. My quick user guide would be, or advice would be, to sign up, concentrate on the top three speed rated runners. As I said, 50% of winners come from those. Then you go analyze them on today's going and distance and or today's conditions, and then have a look at their official rating, see if they're fit, and then look for the value and place your bet. Also note that the top rated wins 25% of the time. That's amazing. So always consider that when you're about to place your bet and use these ratings. The top 50% come from the top 3 rated, and 25% of winners come from the top rated. So thanks for watching. If you want to sign up for Inform Racing, please just click on the link below this video and sign up today. Also, please don't forget to check out the bonus video I have on in this post. It's down further. It's the back to lay method using Inform Racing, and it will help pay for your subscription in no time. So thanks for watching, and for more information go to www.everytip.co.uk.